Thank you, Boki. Morning, church. My name is Pastor Tumsani. Um, we are going through our marketplace talk, which is we agreed last week that we're not going to call it a side hustle, but we'll call it a side job. I mean, because a hustle is creatively taking someone's possession without actually stealing it from them. So we'll call it a side hustle or a side job. Sorry, we'll call it a side job. Uh, last week we went through what is a side job and some of the reasons why people do side jobs. Sometimes it might be because you don't have you are not employed, but there's a skill that you have, and it's something that you do. It can be helping people with babysitting, or if you are what you call this digitally inclined, you help people with developing websites, graphic design. You can do that on the side, and it can lead to a business, a lucrative business. And then today I'll be going through digital side jobs that you can do using your digital market. Okay, the first one will be, okay, let's just define what is digital side jobs. The impact of technology towards side jobs. So because of the growth of technology, IT, AI, it has made it easy for us to do something on the side. You don't literally have to go meet people, see people, drive to people. But due to technology, you can sit in front of your screen and do something or satisfy a need. There's a lady I follow on LinkedIn. Her name is Pastor Nana. She writes she writes interesting blog posts. I read a lot, and she writes proficiently. I follow her, so yeah, and that can help. I'm gonna explain why I spoke about Pastor Nana. So the availability and accessibility of new technologies have played a crucial role in the rapid growth and scaling of side jobs into full-fledged businesses. The onset of the pandemic and the subsequent surge in remote work highlighted the importance of digital tools and platforms. I mean, I think Pastor Moore last week he explained that in 2020 he wanted to start few side jobs, but because the pandemic started, then he had to now drop that and do something else or do his normal day-to-day job. So the pandemic has helped us to now think outside of the box. In actual fact, realize that there's no box at all. There's limitless of things that you can do out there. Let's go to our first side job. That is freelance writing. Freelance writers produce content for various clients, ranging from blog posts to ebooks, with businesses increasingly valuing quality content, potential earnings, and can be substantiated. Like I said, there's a lady that I follow on LinkedIn, so you can just get in contact with her. She can share an idea what she wants to write, and you can write for her. I mean, write a well-researched blog post and make it nice. And also, I mean, Shapers Church. We do write on different social media platforms. You can just contact the team that is in charge of posting stuff on TikTok, Facebook, and write for the church. I mean, I know there's businesses. The company that I work for, we've recently revamped our footprint on the digital space. So we've started posting on LinkedIn. We've done a video recently. And I mean, we used guys that are studying towards a degree in it can be what you call this marketing or graphic design. We use those guys just to as part of our career development project. So you can contact companies and say, you know what, I'm a good writer. Here are my credentials. Can I write for you? Post on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and yeah, start there, and you can end up earning an income, and it can even become a fully fledged business. So how to start a freelance writing job? You find a course on Udemy or Allison. Udemy, it's paid. Other courses you'll find it's 999 rands. You can move to the next slide. You can move to the next slide. Okay, you can find a course on Udemy or Allison. There's free sites that offers, even on Google. Google, you can find courses where you can learn how to write. Find that course, study that course, finish it. Udemy also gives you a certificate. And then once that is done, you choose a niche or an industry, whether you can write for influencers or find a church that you can write a blog post for, preferably Shapers Church, or find people who have ideas, who have a what you call this content, a YouTube channel or a Facebook, write for them. Create a portfolio, showcase your work, join platforms like Upwork, Freelance, or Pro Bloggers, Job Board. So there's other platforms where you can use. You find people who have a need, a niche. They want people to write for them and post on different social media platforms. You can use those sites to research that. Then network with potential clients on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best the site where you can find people that are doing what you are doing that can help you with your career. Yes, this is a site you can use to find courses on freelancing. Go there, find a course, start studying, and I'm sure they don't take that long. Some of them is a month. Study, then start your business or your side job as a freelancer. You can move to the next slide. Once you are done studying, this is a site you can use to find people who have a need and satisfy their need. It is called Freelancer, but there's more of them. I just like Freelancer because people post and say, I can do this for you at this rate. Others, I'm looking for this person who can write, I'm offering this much. You can do that. It's not a lot, but imagine once you start, get that amount that you get a month, you can end up growing that side job, and it can become a fully fledged business. You can move to the next slide. Next slide. Okay. The next one is running a print-on-demand business. I know I have a friend who's doing that. He enjoys it a lot. Minister Junaid, he prints T-shirts. You get guys who print cups. At church, we have sweaters, T-shirts, caps, beanies. If we don't have beanies, we can be one of those who design our beanies. So what is a print-on-demand business? With a print-on-demand, offer customer design printing on T-shirts, canvas bags, cabs, mugs, phone cases, pillows, or anything printable. You'll easily find the signature design and set your brand identity as far as manufacturing. So this one, it needs your understanding of graphic design, and also you can have your own brand. There's a lot of podcasters who also have merchandise. I follow Bible and Life. They have merchandise. I follow Shapers Church. We have T-shirts. So this one, you can learn print on demand on different sites. Then obviously you find people who offer plain T-shirts. T-shirts and hoodies. Then design, print, then sell if you can on different platforms. We'll move to the next slide. You can learn how to start a print-on-demand job on Shopify. You can use Printify. You can learn as well. You can move to the next slide. And then obviously you can sell on different platforms. As we can utilize Takealot to sell your brand. You can move to the next slide. And also you can start a podcast. There's a lot of podcasters out there. We have a podcast at Shapers. It's easy to start a podcast nowadays. If you have your phone with you, you can record your material. There's platforms like, you can move to the next slide. There's YouTube, where you can learn how to. You can move to the next slide. And there's platform where you can post your podcast once it's recorded and edited. You have Apple Podcast. We prefer Apple Podcast here at church. But there's Google Music as well. There's Spotify as well, where you can share your content. Also, for recording, you can use, after you record, you can use softwares like Audacity, where you can edit your audio so that is of better quality. You can move to the next slide. And the last one is drop shipping. Move to the next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Yes. So this is a cycle of drop shipping. So what happened is you are a customer. Drop shipping starts with retailer. The order is automatically sent. So you buy, for instance, from Temu or from Alibaba. You buy from Alibaba straight to Take a Lot, from Take a Lot straight to the client. So sometimes you don't even have to own a storeroom. Find someone on Take a Lot who's looking for headsets, in-ear monitors, then go to Temu or from wherever, order from them through to Take a Lot, from Take a Lot straight to Pastor Dumi who doesn't have in-ear headsets. You don't have to, store the merchandise at your place. So let's go out there and yeah.